on top of the throne. I am a king of the pawn. Hop on a jet across the globe. I get some.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. No gain on the screen there at second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Murray now on first down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
49, guys. Mike.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And this defense holds firm here on the opening drive of the night. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. The first carry now. This is Johnson. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this first quarter. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down, seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and didn't get anywhere close to the 1st down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Cardinals will take over at their 20-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
We're scoreless after 1. Back in Arizona, 2nd quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. That's caught by Keyshawn Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. To the 40 and no further. The razzle-dazzle, though, got him a couple extra on the play. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Now Drake. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Here's another of the Cardinal backs. This is David Johnson. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big hitter there. A 1st down gain of 26 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless 1st half. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later. And that's going to be intercepted. It's the all-pro safety Derwin James. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A gain of 4 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Play action, now Taylor. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. He's got the hook up to Dylan Cantrell. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Nowhere to get away, and down he goes. Taylor is sacked. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Taylor will throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. The Charger drive about to get going. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight. Maybe not this tight. Scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're...
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Robert Alford. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That ball complete to Isabella. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now Hundley finds the open target, Arnold. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing, Hundley. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They run it here with Gordon. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Here's Taylor to throw. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They're going to look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They started on the ground with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Taylor. This one complete to Patton. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Open man is Cantrell. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 2 minutes left to go. This one surprisingly still scoreless. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw on 2nd and 6. Taylor, he'll get this to Eckler. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Taylor. And this is going to be incomplete. This entire defensive unit, Charles, they've really put in a good shift tonight, so to speak.
I like how you phrased that. This has been a good shift. They punched the clock the entire evening. Ought to have shirts that have their names on them in the front to let them know these are blue-collar workers who are getting it done.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, Drake. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jerry Tillery brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. third down. Taylor. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first. Taylor now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10. A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Looking to throw on second down. Taylor. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. So we will see yet another drive in this overtime.
For whatever reason, neither team able to finish this game off. I know that the first thought is, does anyone really want to win it? But I think that they both desperately want to win it, and sometimes you force things, and that leads to errors.
Well, it's out there for the taking. We'll see who can do it. Now, remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime, that could very well be the game winner.
Yeah, remember now, the other team does get a possession, but when the clock runs out, that's it. So that was a well-calculated drive to use up the majority of the clock and leave your opponent with little to no time left.
Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more boards than a Shawshank. I don't wear ball mains. All I ever do is ball main. I am not a rapper, they all lame. I am not dope, I'm hard. Wait, I can power up and level up at any moment. Spitting like a semi, only give me semicolon. Couple zeros like I'm sending yell nets. Every flow is unmatched and I better get set in. Finish them. Mess around with me and I diminish them all. Even if I ever did the minimum all. In the result, I'm better killing them all. Rogue One, but I got a team with me. Batman when I got a thing with me. I get mean, I get green. Show the whole game what's never been seen. Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, gold tank. Anything I ever do is top rank. Got more bars than a Shawshank. Cook it up, gourmet.
Designer sneakers hurt my feet now. Every beat is getting beat down. Couldn't eat, well watch I eat now. Like how you getting paid to freestyle? Different cities every week now. Every woman is a now. With state prop, you looking bleak now. I was home to sleep, designer sheets now. 30 different missions. When I speak, they listen. Couldn't find it, so she fishing. Who the crew? It wasn't you. I know it's true, cause you look like the opposition. Run it up, greatest ever sums it up. I ain't have a lot when I was coming up. Kinda made my stomach turn when I brung it up. Wait.
Cook it up, gourmet. I go Super Saiyan, go tank. Anything I ever do is top rank.
Guys, we all watched the film from yesterday, and I hope everyone knows it wasn't good enough. Today's practice has got to be great. You want to win a ball game, take advantage of your practice reps, because Sunday's going to be here before you know it.
Set, 180.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team boy, you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out.
Set, 380. 380.
Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard.
Set 180. Round 8.
I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what. Like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Brady Moore, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need anymore?
390. 180.
You can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
390.
I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come down. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Why I never saw you in the field though?
Black 11. White 85.
I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now.
Set 180. 180.
Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft.
Men, you're gonna like what you see in the film room this afternoon because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. You guys consistently do that, and we are gonna find ourselves in the playoffs. Good stuff.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. Yeah. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go yo, then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello? That's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man. That's the way my neck talking. Right? I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad. But I'm past that with a NASDAQ. That's cash when the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking?
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll see the NFL's all-time passing leader, Drew Brees, and the New Orleans Saints as they take on Phillip Rivers and the LA Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. We're about 12 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's a preseason matchup between the New Orleans Saints and our home team. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts, and a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watch some of those shows that the NFL does, and you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
On second down, Johnson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Rivers on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
With your 6, expect them to jump right in.
Set, black 15.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
White, 80 hot.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Rivers under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Nothing doing on second and third down.
They don't want none of this.
Set, white 90.
Mike's 47. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. Second and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On second down, it's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Yeah, boy, from up here, I don't think Johnson got there. No, he did not.
Both
Set, 180.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go.
Fight.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got? Heavy, give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Shit, shit, shit.
Wait, 89.
They begin the drive with Johnson. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. They go play action here on first down. And caught by Henry. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Rivers to throw it. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for Travis Benjamin that time. And now it's 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, you got deep?
They go back to the ground with Johnson. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Well, partner, even though my phone alarm failed me this morning and I missed our AM workout, we still made it through this thing together, didn't we?
Well, you always know I need extra workouts just to keep up with you, so it doesn't matter. But thanks for sharing a booth, and thanks for being our quarterback.
Yeah, you're the quarterback. Always a pleasure, my friend. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Southern California.